Hi, and welcome to Opus English. Are you learning English? Great! Let's improve your English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Let's get started.
One of the best ways to improve your English is to start thinking in English. Instead of translating words from your native language, try forming sentences directly in English. This will help you speak more fluently. Learning new words every day is essential. Try to learn at least 5 new words daily. Write them down, use them in sentences, and repeat them throughout the day. Flashcards and vocabulary apps can also help. Speaking is key. Even if you don't have a partner, practice speaking in front of a mirror. Record your voice and listen to your pronunciation. You can also join online speaking groups or talk to a friend who knows English. Listen to English podcasts, audiobooks, and movies. Try to imitate native speakers. Pay attention to their pronunciation, tone, and rhythm. Shadowing is a great technique. Repeat what they say immediately after hearing it. Reading improves your grammar and comprehension. Read books, articles, and blogs in English. Start with simple texts and gradually move to advanced material. Reading out loud also improves pronunciation. Writing helps you organize your thoughts in English. Keep a daily journal, write essays, or even post in English on social media. The more you write, the better you'll get. Making mistakes is part of learning. Don't hesitate to speak just because you're afraid of errors. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Mistakes are proof that you're improving. So, those were some easy and effective tips to improve your English. Happy learning. Lily was a young girl from a small town. Ever since she was a child, she dreamed of speaking English fluently. She watched movies, listened to songs, and admired people who spoke English with confidence. But every time she tried to speak, she hesitated. Words got stuck, and she felt embarrassed. One day, she met an old traveler named Mr. Ben in her town. He had been to many countries and spoke fluent English. See, now, keep practicing, and soon, you will be fluent. Lily's journey had just begun, but now she knew that learning English wasn't impossible. It was just about practice and confidence. After her 7-day challenge, Lily felt more confident than ever. She was no longer afraid of speaking English, but she knew that true fluency would take more practice. Mr. Ben had given her a great start, but now it was up to her to continue the journey. One morning, Lily woke up with a new goal: to speak English like a native speaker. She asked herself, what would Mr. Ben do next? She decided to challenge herself for another 30 days. Lily realized that she was still translating words in her head before speaking. Mr. Ben had once told her, to speak fluently, you must think in English. So, she started with small steps. She described everything around her in English. The sun is shining, I am brushing my teeth, this tea is hot. Soon, her brain got used to it, and she started forming sentences faster. Lily had always been shy, but she knew she had to step out of her comfort zone. She started speaking with shopkeepers, travelers, and even her classmates in English. Some laughed at her mistakes, but she didn't let it stop her. One day, she met a foreign tourist at a local market. The tourist looked lost, so Lily gathered all her courage and said, "Can I help you?" The tourist smiled. "Oh, yes. I'm looking for the bus station." Lily gave her directions, and they had a small conversation. For the first time, Lily didn't hesitate. She felt proud of herself. Mr. Ben had once told Lily, if you want to improve fast, watch English movies without subtitles. So, she picked her favorite English movie and tried to understand it without reading the subtitles. At first, it was difficult, but by the third day, she could understand the main ideas. Lily's younger brother, Ravi, also wanted to learn English. She decided to teach him everything she had learned. She helped him practice speaking, taught him new words, and encouraged him to read aloud. To her surprise, teaching made her even better at English. One day, Lily received a letter from Mr. Ben. "Dear Lily, I knew you could do it. Learning a language is not about being perfect. It's about never giving up. Keep practicing, and one day, you will inspire others just like I inspired you." Tears filled Lily's eyes. She had done it. She wasn't just speaking English, she was living it. And so, her journey continued. As the months passed, Lily's English improved more and more. She could have deep conversations with her classmates and even hold discussions in English at her local library. She felt confident when speaking with strangers, and her love for the language grew every day. But Lily was starting to realize something. Her dream wasn't just to speak English. It was bigger than that. She wanted to help others who felt just like she had when she first began. She wanted to give people the same courage and motivation that Mr. Ben had given her. So, Lily decided to start a YouTube channel. She called it English with Lily. It wasn't just about teaching grammar or vocabulary. No, Lily wanted to create a community where people could share their struggles and celebrate their progress together. Her first video was simple: "Hi, everyone. My name is Lily, and I'm here to tell you that you can improve your English too. It's not about being perfect, it's about staying motivated and practicing every day. If I can do it, so can you." At first, the views were low. But Lily didn't give up. She posted videos on learning new phrases, how to practice English every day, and how to build confidence when speaking. Slowly, more and more people started watching her videos, commenting, and sharing their own stories. One day, Lily received a message from a famous language learning app. They had seen her YouTube videos and were impressed with how much she had grown in such a short time. They asked if she would like to collaborate on a special project, creating a course on learning English for beginners. Lily couldn't believe it. Her dream was coming true. She had started from nothing and, with hard work and dedication, was now helping thousands of people. But she knew that this wasn't the end. It was just another chapter in her journey. Months later, Lily's YouTube channel became a platform where people from all around the world came to share their progress, struggles, and stories. People sent her messages saying, "Because of you, I'm not afraid to speak English anymore." Some of her followers even started their own channels to share their experiences and teach others. Lily realized that the ripple effect of her journey had spread far beyond her own story. She wasn't just teaching English, she was creating a community of support and empowerment. One evening, as she sat in her room looking through the comments on her latest video, she smiled. She remembered what Mr. Ben had told her: language is a tool to connect people. But the real magic happens when you help others feel like they can achieve something they once thought was impossible. Lily's story wasn't just about learning English, it was about believing in yourself and pushing through the struggles. It was about realizing that nothing is impossible if you take small, consistent steps every day. And now, Lily knew that she had something even more precious than her ability to speak English. She had the power to inspire and encourage others to believe in themselves too. Remember, if Lily can do it, you can too. Start your journey today and see where it takes you. In 7 days, you'll be surprised at how much progress you've made, and in just a few months, you might be inspiring others just like Lily. Months turned into a year, and Lily's channel, English with Lily, had grown beyond her wildest dreams. She had become an icon in the language learning community. People who were once too shy to speak English now felt empowered. But despite all of her success, Lily was about to face the biggest challenge of her life. One day, Lily received an unexpected email. It was an invitation to speak at a global language learning conference in New York City. The email promised her a spot on the main stage, in front of thousands of people, some of the world's most famous language experts, influencers, and learners. Lily stared at the email in disbelief. She had come so far, but the idea of speaking in front of so many people terrified her. It wasn't just the thought of speaking English, it was the pressure of being a role model. What if she made a mistake? What if people thought she wasn't good enough? Her mind raced. What if they see through me? What if I fail for days? Lily debated whether to accept the offer. She practiced her speech, but every time she stood in front of the mirror, her nerves took over. She could hear the voices of doubt whispering in her head, "You're not ready for this. What if they laugh at you? Maybe you should just stay where you are, helping people online." But then, one evening, Lily remembered the very reason she started this journey. It wasn't to be perfect, it was to show people that they could do it too. She thought back to the first time she ever spoke English with confidence, the day she spoke to the tourist at the market. If she could do that, surely she could face this challenge. Lily sat at her desk and typed a single sentence into her computer screen. The only way to inspire others is to show them that we are all capable of facing our fears. She paused, took a deep breath, and clicked the accept button on the email. Lily was going to speak at the conference. She was going to take the stage, not as someone who was perfect, but as someone who had overcome her fears and kept going. And that was more powerful than any flawless speech could ever be. When the day arrived, Lily stood backstage, the excitement in the air almost palpable. The stage was enormous, and the lights were blinding. She could hear the murmur of the crowd, but all she could focus on was her heartbeat pounding in her chest. "You've got this, Lily. You've got this." The moment she stepped onto the stage, the spotlight hit her, and she could see the sea of faces staring back at her. For a moment, she froze. And then, she remembered what Mr. Ben had said, the best way to face fear is to embrace it. Speak from the heart, and the words will follow. With a deep breath, Lily started speaking. She didn't focus on being perfect. Instead, she focused on sharing her story, how she started from a small town, afraid to speak English, and how she had learned to trust the process. She talked about the struggles, the failures, and the moments of doubt, and how each of those challenges had shaped her into the person she was today. I'm not here to tell you that learning English is easy. It's not. But what I can tell you is that it is possible. And the most important part of the journey is to never stop believing in yourself. Keep going, even when it feels like you're stuck. Take one step at a time. The crowd was silent, captivated. Then, as she finished, they erupted in applause. Lily's heart raced, not from fear but from an overwhelming sense of accomplishment. She had done it. That moment was a turning point for Lily. After the conference, people from all over the world reached out to her, sharing their stories of how her journey had inspired them. Many of them had been in the same place she had once been, afraid to speak, afraid to fail. But Lily had shown them that failure wasn't the end, it was just part of the process. Her YouTube channel exploded with new subscribers, and soon, her name became synonymous with courage, determination, and real, human progress. Lily wasn't just a language teacher anymore, she was a movement. A movement that encouraged people to break free from their fears, take action, and live their dreams. And the best part? Lily knew her story wasn't over. The world was full of people still waiting for their moment to shine. All she had to do was keep moving forward and helping them realize that, just like her, they could do it too. And now, it's your turn. Just like Lily, you may feel the weight of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that you are capable of achieving more than you think. Start today. Take that first step. And in 7 days, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. What happens next is entirely up to you. As the months passed, Lily's influence only grew. Her story, from a shy girl in a small town to a speaker at a global conference, resonated with millions. But even with all the success and recognition, there was one question that always lingered in Lily's mind. What's next? She had conquered the world of online teaching and inspired countless people, but deep down, she felt that there was something bigger waiting for her. A new challenge. A new way to help even more people. One evening, Lily received an unexpected call from an international charity organization. They were focused on education, especially in underprivileged areas where access to learning materials, teachers, and opportunities was limited. "We've seen the work you're doing, Lily," they said. "We need someone like you to help us create a global online platform, a free resource where anyone, anywhere, can learn English and change their lives." Lily's heart skipped a beat. This was the biggest opportunity she had ever received. The chance to reach people not just through YouTube or a book, but on a global scale, a tool for people who needed English to create new opportunities in their lives. It was a dream come true, but it also felt overwhelming. How could she, just one person, take on such a massive project? But then, Lily remembered the very thing that had gotten her to where she was today: belief. She had started with just a tiny spark of hope and a desire to improve. She had faced challenges, doubts, and fears, but each time, she had kept going. And now, she had the power to make a lasting difference in the world. She didn't hesitate. Lily said yes to the project, and in just a few months, she helped launch Speak to the World, an online English platform where people from all over the globe could learn at their own pace, for free. The platform featured lessons from the basics of English to advanced conversation practice, along with tools for learning pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, and even cultural lessons to help learners feel more confident when interacting with native speakers. But more importantly, it offered a community, a place where people could connect with others, share their stories, and encourage each other. As Speak to the World grew, Lily was amazed by the stories pouring in. People from small villages in Africa, remote areas of Asia, and even war-torn regions were finding hope through the platform. They were improving their English skills, but more importantly, they were changing their lives. One young woman named Nadia, from a refugee camp in Syria, shared a video of herself thanking Lily for the platform. "Because of this website, I found the courage to apply for a job I never thought I'd get. I'm now working as a translator for a global organization, and I'm building a future I never imagined." These stories flooded in from every corner of the world. Lily realized that this platform wasn't just teaching English, it was transforming lives. It was giving people the tools to change their futures. And that was the true power of language. One afternoon, Lily sat at her desk, reading through the latest feedback from users. There were messages from young students, parents, and professionals, all thanking her for the opportunity to learn and grow. She smiled as she thought back to where she had started, her small town, feeling unsure of herself, dreaming of speaking English with confidence. And now, here she was, helping millions of people from around the world do the same. As she read Nadia's message again, Lily realized something profound: her journey had come full circle. What started as a personal desire to improve had now blossomed into something much bigger. She wasn't just teaching English, she was giving people the tools to dream, to act, to create change in their own lives, and to reach new heights. Lily had found her true calling. Lily's journey was far from over. She had achieved more than she ever imagined, but she knew that her mission was bigger than her own story. She had sparked a movement, a global community of people who were determined to learn, grow, and support each other in their English learning journeys. Her dream was no longer just about speaking English, it was about empowering others to chase their dreams, no matter where they came from or what challenges they faced. And now, it's your turn. You might feel like Lily did in the beginning, uncertain, overwhelmed, and afraid of making mistakes. But just like Lily, you can change your future, too. Start today. Take that first step toward learning English, and in time, you'll see just how far you can go. As Speak to the World grew, Lily faced a new challenge: scaling. The platform's impact was undeniable, but managing such a large-scale project while staying true to her mission was not going to be easy. Lily could no longer do everything herself. She had to hire a team to help with content, technology, and community engagement. The platform's success meant working with educators, software developers, and community managers from all over the world. Lily felt proud, but also slightly overwhelmed by the responsibility. She had always done things on her own, and now, with a team behind her, the stakes were higher. If she wanted to continue helping people at this level, she had to learn how to lead, not just teach. She spent late nights reading books on leadership, listening to podcasts, and attending leadership workshops to ensure she could manage the growth while maintaining the platform's vision. One of the biggest lessons she learned was that leadership wasn't about controlling everything, it was about trusting others. She had to empower her team, give them the freedom to contribute their ideas, and support them in their roles. Slowly, but surely, Lily transformed from a solo teacher into a global leader, but just as things were falling into place, Lily faced an unexpected setback. The platform had been hit with a massive technical issue. The website went down for several days, and users couldn't access their lessons or connect with others in the community. The team worked tirelessly to fix the problem, but it became clear that this issue could tarnish the platform's reputation. Lily felt an intense wave of panic. This was her dream. What if this mistake ruined everything? She called an emergency meeting with her team. They brainstormed solutions and quickly put together a plan to communicate transparently with the users. They sent out emails, posted on social media, and offered free support and extra resources to make up for the inconvenience. During the crisis, Lily realized that while setbacks were inevitable, it was how they responded that mattered most. Instead of hiding the issue, they faced it head-on. They took responsibility and turned it into an opportunity to strengthen trust within the community. After a few days, the platform was up and running smoothly again. The feedback from users was overwhelmingly positive. Many expressed their appreciation for how Lily and her team had handled the situation with honesty and dedication. Lily learned a valuable lesson: resilience and transparency were just as important as vision and ambition. With the platform back on track, Lily began to dream bigger than ever before. She realized that teaching English was just the beginning. The true potential of Speak to the World lay in creating a movement of empowerment, a movement that didn't just teach language, but also gave people the tools they needed to create change in their lives. She started working on new features, like courses on career skills, entrepreneurship, and personal growth, all taught in English, with practical applications for learners. The goal was simple: equip people not just to speak English, but to use it to change their lives and communities. Lily also expanded the community aspect of the platform, encouraging learners to mentor others and share their stories of success. People were no longer just learners, they were leaders helping others unlock their potential. It became clear to Lily that true success wasn't about how much she could teach, but about how many others she could inspire to teach and uplift. One day, as Lily sat in her office reviewing new course proposals, a message came through on the platform. It was a video message from a woman named Amora, a 24-year-old entrepreneur from Nigeria. "Lily, I just wanted to say thank you. When I started using Speak to the World, I was working 2 jobs to support my family. But after completing the courses, I was able to start my own business. Now I'm not only supporting my family, but I'm also teaching English to other women in my community. You've changed my life, and I want to pay it forward." Lily sat back in her chair, tears welling up in her eyes. She had heard countless success stories before, but something about Amora's message hit her in a deeper way. This wasn't just a success story about learning English, it was about creating a ripple effect that empowered others to believe in themselves and create a better world. Amora wasn't just learning English, she was building her own future, lifting up her community, and helping others do the same. Lily realized that this was the moment when her journey had come full circle. The platform had become so much more than she had ever dreamed. It wasn't just a tool for learning a language, it was a catalyst for global change. Looking ahead, Lily knew that there was still so much more to accomplish. Speak to the World was already having a massive impact, but she wanted to take it even further. Her dream now was to expand the platform to other languages, creating a space where people could not only learn English but also access global opportunities by mastering other languages and skills. As the world became more connected, Lily knew that the need for cross-cultural communication was only going to grow. And as technology advanced, she was ready to explore AI-driven tools and personalized learning experiences to reach even more people. But no matter how far the platform grew, Lily's mission would always remain the same: to help people realize their potential, to break down barriers, and to inspire a world where everyone has the chance to create their future, one word at a time. Lily's story is far from over, and neither is yours. Whether you're just starting your English learning journey, dreaming of a new career, or simply wanting to speak with confidence, remember this: you have the power to change your life, too. Every step you take, every word you learn, and every conversation you have brings you closer to your goals. Take the first step today, and who knows? In the near future, you might be the one helping others believe in themselves, just like Lily did so. What's your favorite story? Share it in the comments. Remember, learning English is like a story, exciting, full of surprises, and magical if practiced daily. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Opus English for more inspiring content. Keep learning, keep growing.